Welcome back, friends. So in our previous videos, we understood how to write simple Python code, conditions, calculations, as well as we try to understand the structure of Python code, how you should write uh, a common code which is reusable, which for which we used functions to understand. So in this video, we'll try to understand what's a module and how to write or how to create a module. So module is set of functions. Function is set of code. Code are blocks of code. So whenever you write function, you write it inside of, whenever you write code, you write it inside a function. Whenever you write a function, write it inside a module. So how to create a module? If you are trying to create a module, just try to write all functions inside a module. That's it. So for example, how to write a function, def add a comma b, for example. Okay, and this function you are returning a plus b, for example. And similarly, you can write one more function, def subtract, def multiply, etc. So subtract comma b, def multiply, comma b, star b, etc., etc. So you have written three functions here, and save this file, basically something like maths or any maybe something like math operations dot py. So you can save this file as math operations dot py, and that's where you're done with your module creation. So this would be the module which you created. Simple. So if someone asks you to write a module, just create functions all together. No code, no code where you are accessing these functions. You are just creating functions, returning what is required, and saving this file as a Python file. And that's it. You're done with module creation. So now, how do we use this module in any file inside your application? So if you have 100 files, you can use this module in all 100 files and call any of these functions where required. So what you do basically is you do something called in your other file, where you created, you can just the other file, you can just import this math operations, just like import math operations, and that's it. You can call the functions, because this is not a separate Python file, we cannot import it right now. But usually what happens is, if you want to write a module, just write all the functions, save that file as something.python, and that something will be the string which would be importing in another Python file. In 100 or 200 or 500 Python files, you can import this module, and you can just call these functions directly. You can call these functions print, and then you can directly call uh, what is that, math operations, right? Math operations, control Z, for example, math operations dot add 5 comma 8, for example. So this will actually print, this will actually connect to this module math operations, and it will connect to this function inside that math operations, so this function, and then it will actually pass the values 5 comma 8, and then it sums the values and provides the output. As simple as that. So this is how we create a module. It's very simple. So again, very basic point, if someone asks you to write code in Python, or if you have an application where you are writing Python code, just don't write Python code directly, or I mean the logic directly. Okay, so everything you write should be inside a function, and everything you write as a function should be inside a module. So try to keep all your functions inside a separate Python file, and we call it as module. And now import that module inside another Python file where required, and then directly call the function, pass the parameters where required. That's it, as simple as that. So there is another best practice which you need to follow whenever you write some Python code. For example, if you're calculating two numbers, if you're multiplying two numbers, there is another best practice which you need to follow. I'll go through the best practice and explain you in our next video. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you want similar updates, please click on the bell icon. Thank you. Bye bye.